Next report. An anti-tank missile team armed with a faggot system from the Vostok group of forces is reported to have successfully targeted and destroyed a Ukrainian armed forces defensive position. The target was located in a forest belt near Huliaipol in the Zaporizhia region during a precision operation that weakened local defensive positions. The Lancet self-propelled artillery system of the Dnipro group of forces is reported to have successfully destroyed a field ammunition depot belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces in the Zaporizhia region, weakening combat supplies in that sector. Meanwhile, in the Krasnoarmysk direction, multiple launch rocket system crews from the 51st Combined Arms Army, 110th Motor Rifle Brigade of the Center Group of Forces, disrupted an attempt by enemy forces to rotate personnel. These coordinated operations have put pressure on the enemy's combat capabilities across several key sectors. Well done. Artillery units from the Zapad group of forces are reported to have successfully thwarted an attempt by the Ukrainian armed forces to approach the already controlled Kupyansk area. In the Krasnoarmysk direction, soldiers of the Center group of forces struck and destroyed an enemy command post using high-precision Krasnopol M2 projectiles. Meanwhile, in Huliaipol, personnel of the Vostok group of forces destroyed several enemy defensive positions, putting pressure on combat activity in that sector. The next footage showed Russia soldiers did an excellent job from the beginning of the operation to its successful conclusion and the inspection of the captured trophies. A Semenovka that stands as a backbone of Ukraine's Chernihiv border defenses was struck without warning by a single Lancet loitering munition. The precision hit ripped through a key fuel facility, turning the site into flames within seconds, as fire engulfed the station. A critical lifeline for armored vehicles, generators, and frontline supply chains was cut, dealing a direct blow to mobility, logistics, and the ability of Ukrainian forces in the area to sustain operations. Watch closely. Over the Kupyansk axis, Ukrainian drones barely make it into the sky before being hunted down. One after another, UAVs are detected, tracked, and intercepted mid-flight, collapsing in flashes before they can spot targets or relay data. Geranium drones struck the energy infrastructure in Kryvyi Rih, triggering a major blaze that lit up the area. The impact set key facilities ablaze almost instantly, with flames spreading rapidly and thick smoke rising over the sector, signaling serious damage to the city's power network. Ukrainian military vehicles were concealed in a city parking area in Zaporizhia, mixed among civilian cars in an attempt to avoid detection. But the disguise didn't work. Lancet loitering munition operators identified the targets and struck with precision, destroying the armored vehicles exactly where they stood. Clean hits that left no room for escape or misdirection. Near the village of Bayrak in the Kharkiv region, a Ukrainian Tu-S-1 Gvozdika crew was caught in the open after being detected from the air. Strike drones moved in fast, tracking the artillery position before delivering a direct hit. The self-propelled gun and its operators were wiped out on the spot, ending their mission and sending the entire position up in flames. A Ukrainian M113 packed with assault troops was spotted before it could move into attack formation. A strike drone closed in and hit the vehicle directly, setting it ablaze with the forces still inside. The attempt to push forward ended instantly, the armored carrier reduced to a burning wreck. AK-52 helicopter fired Elmer missiles at a Ukrainian UAV control position in Kherson. The Russian Air Force fired Tornado-S missiles at Ukrainian troop positions west of Volchansk. In the Konstantinovsk direction, operators of FPV drones of the separate Special Purpose Unit, Hunter, of the 51st Guards Combined Arms Army, organized a successful ambush and destroyed several SUV and an ATV of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, which were carrying ammunition and food to the front lines of Ukrainian nationalists. On the Sloviansk axis, a 152mm 2S-3 Akatsiya self-propelled howitzer of the Ukrainian armed forces was destroyed by strikes from fiber-optic FPV drones, KVN, and VT-40. Once again focusing on the hunt, UAV operators from the Rubicon Center reported precision strikes against enemy equipment, including artillery systems, unmanned ground vehicles, communication systems, and Ukrainian UAV in the Special Military Operations Zone. Meanwhile, a Lancet loitering munition team successfully destroyed a Rada radar near Krolovets in the Sumy region, weakening the enemy's surveillance and defense capabilities in the area. Another fresh news from the battlefield. In the latest developments in the Dnipropetrovsk region, it has been reported that units of the East Force Group have successfully taken control of the village of Gerasimovka. The operation was carried out by assault troops from the 36th Guards Motor Rifle Brigade, part of the 29th Army. During their active offensive, the forces advanced along the western bank of the Gaichur River and expanded their area of control in the region. Throughout the advance, a number of defensive positions were secured. The territory brought under control extends up to 2 kilometers along the front line and approximately 1 kilometer inland. During the fighting, several armored combat vehicles and more than a dozen unmanned aerial vehicles were reportedly neutralized. The capture of Gerasimovka is considered an important strategic step. This success strengthens the force's positions on the western bank of the Gaichur River and opens opportunities for further operations deeper into the Dnipropetrovsk region. Unmanned Systems Forces drone operators carried out coordinated strikes against enemy positions across all directions. Check out this footage. UAV teams from the Dnipro Group of Forces of the Novorossiysk Airborne Formation attacked enemy personnel and equipment in the Zaporizhzhia region, weakening the adversary's combat capabilities. Meanwhile, UAV operators from the Vostok Group of Forces detected enemy equipment movement routes, cleared long-range mines on roads that could serve as breakthrough paths, and neutralized armored vehicles near Huliaipol. In the Sumy region, UAV teams from the Sever Group of Forces destroyed a Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system, and in Dnipropetrovsk, Vostok Group UAV operators struck an enemy AS-90 self-propelled artillery system. In the Krasnoarmysk direction, UAVs from the Center Group of Forces hit firing positions and eliminated personnel stationed in defensive fortifications. Finally, FPV drone operators successfully destroyed a motor vehicle, an ATV, and an enemy shelter along with all personnel inside, underscoring the effectiveness of unmanned aerial operations across multiple sectors. The very valiant unit of the Center Group of Forces continues to demonstrate high intensity on the front line. In the latest operation, they successfully held off and repelled a Ukrainian counterattack in the Pokrovsk area. At the same time, the forces advanced to storm the encircled town of Mirnohrad while continuing offensive pressure toward the Dnipropetrovsk region. Throughout the operation, the primary focus was on destroying combat equipment used to defend positions. The footage shown captures moments of the destruction of NATO-made and other armored vehicles, defensive positions, communication systems, and the enemy's heavy bomber drones. All of these clips were recorded on December 17th. These ongoing operations underscore the systematic efforts of the Center Group of Forces to weaken the enemy's combat capabilities while expanding control and pressure across strategic sectors of the operational area. That's all for today's update. Thanks for watching, and don't miss our upcoming videos.